Have you ever noticed that the nicest people are often the most exhausted? They're the ones who say yes when they want to say no. They help everyone. They support everyone. They show up for everyone. But when they're the ones struggling, nobody shows up for them. And the worst part is, nobody forced them into that position. They did it to themselves. Not because they're weak, but because they believed being nice would protect them. They believed being nice would make people respect them, love them, value them. But instead, it made people expect more and appreciate less. If you've ever felt overlooked, taken for granted, or quietly resentful, this video is for you. Because being nice has a dark side nobody talks about, and it slowly destroys your confidence without you realizing it. Section 1. The trap of always being nice. At first, being nice feels like the right thing to do. You don't want conflict, you don't want to disappoint people, you don't want anyone to think badly of you, so you agree, you help, you sacrifice your time. You tell yourself, it's not a big deal, but it becomes a big deal. Because every time you ignore your own needs to satisfy someone else, you send yourself a dangerous message. You tell yourself that your needs don't matter. And over time, your brain starts to believe it. You stop prioritizing yourself. You stop protecting your time. You stop respecting your own boundaries. And when you don't respect yourself, other people won't either. Not because they're evil, but because you taught them it was okay. Section 2. Why people-pleasing feels safe. Most people don't become overly nice by accident. It usually starts early. You learned that being agreeable made life easier, less conflict, less rejection, less tension. You learned that being liked felt safer than being honest, so you became the easy person, the reliable person, the understanding person. But there's something dangerous about always being the easy person. You become predictable. Not respected, predictable. People know you won't say no. They know you'll adjust. They know you'll tolerate things others wouldn't. And slowly, your kindness becomes something people rely on but don't value. Because humans naturally value what is limited, not what is always available. Section 3. The hidden cost of being too nice. Being too nice doesn't just affect how people treat you, it affects how you see yourself. You start suppressing your real thoughts. You stay quiet when something bothers you. You avoid expressing your true opinions. And every time you stay silent to keep the peace, you lose a little bit of yourself. At first, it feels small, but over time, it creates frustration, resentment, emotional exhaustion. You start feeling invisible, not because people can't see you, but because they've never seen the real you. They've only seen the version of you that doesn't resist, and that's a painful place to live. Because deep down, you know you're capable of more. You know you deserve more, but you're trapped inside an identity you created to survive. Section 4. Why being nice doesn't automatically make people respect you. This is the hardest truth to accept. Being nice doesn't automatically make people respect you. In fact, sometimes it does the opposite. Because respect is not built on obedience, it's built on boundaries. When people see that you protect your time, your energy, and your standards, they treat you differently. Not because you became mean, but because you became clear. Clear about what you accept, clear about what you tolerate, clear about who you are. People respect clarity. They respect people who respect themselves. But when you constantly sacrifice yourself to keep others comfortable, you send the signal that your comfort doesn't matter. And people follow that signal. Section 5. The turning point when you finally get tired. There usually comes a moment when everything changes, not because something dramatic happens, but because you get tired. Tired of always adjusting, tired of always giving, tired of feeling like you come second in your own life. And you realize something powerful. You realize that being nice has cost you your peace, your confidence, your identity. And that realization hurts, but it also frees you. Because now you see the truth. You were never weak. You were just afraid of losing people.
But here's what nobody tells you. The right people don't leave when you respect yourself. Only the wrong ones do. Section 6. The difference between being nice and being good. There's nothing wrong with being kind. Kindness is powerful, but kindness without boundaries becomes self-destruction. You can be a good person without being available to everyone. You can care about people without sacrificing yourself. You can help others without abandoning your own needs. Being nice means avoiding discomfort. Being good means being honest. Being nice means pleasing everyone. Being good means respecting yourself and others equally. This is the balance most people never learn. But once you learn it, everything changes. Section 8. How to stop being too nice without becoming cold. You don't need to become rude. You don't need to become aggressive. You just need to become honest. Start small. Say no to something you would normally say yes to, not to hurt anyone, but to protect yourself. Express your opinion, even if your voice shakes. Stop over-explaining yourself. Stop apologizing for things that aren't your fault. And most importantly, stop abandoning yourself to be accepted by others. Because every time you choose honesty over approval, you rebuild your confidence, slowly, quietly, powerfully. Section 9. What happens when you finally respect yourself? Something strange happens when you stop being overly nice. You stop feeling exhausted all the time. You stop feeling resentful. You stop feeling invisible. Because now you exist fully, not as the version people expect, but as the version that is real. Some people won't like it, and that's okay, because you'll finally like yourself. And that matters more. You'll attract people who respect you, not because you pleased them, but because you stood firm, because you became someone who values themselves. And that changes everything. The truth you need to remember. Being nice is not a weakness, but abandoning yourself is. You don't need to stop being kind. You just need to stop betraying yourself. Respect yourself enough to say no. Respect yourself enough to protect your peace. Respect yourself enough to exist fully without shrinking. Start today, not with something dramatic, just one small moment of honesty. Because the moment you stop abandoning yourself is the moment you finally start becoming strong.